Listen, if you don't know, now you know. I'm an island gal to the bone, okay? I'm a proud Haitian, so maybe I'm biased, but there truly is no place on earth like the Caribbean. Period. Full stop. The culture, the vibes, the weather, the food, the people. It's all just magical. And Black travelers, we're living our best lives in places like Barbados, Grenada, Jamaica, and more. I watched a video from my friend Stephanie Perry, shout out to Steph, called Caribbean Island Expat Face Off, where she interviews women living their best expat lives in those places. And it inspired me to make this video for Black travelers who want to relax, work remotely, or maybe even move to the Caribbean. So today I'm sharing 10 must-know Caribbean travel tips for solo travelers. These aren't your basic bring bug spray and sunscreen type of tips, even though yes, do that too. These are real insider gems I've learned over years of working, living, and traveling throughout the Caribbean, and basically refusing to be anywhere cold. But before I jump in, hi, I'm Marley Hall. If you're new here, welcome. I'm a former news anchor turned nomad. On this channel, I share travel tips, destination guides, and personal stories I hope will inspire you, especially if you're a woman who wants to reinvent her life through travel. If that sounds like your vibe, go ahead and hit subscribe, and let's do this together. All right, let's get into it. Number 1, camouflage is cute, but it's illegal on many islands. I know, your little camo tank top is really cute, but also illegal in places like Barbados, Jamaica, Antigua, and more. That's right, civilians are not allowed to wear camouflage clothing on several Caribbean islands. It's seen as military-only attire, and if you roll through in your camo fit, authorities could stop you and possibly fine you. I wore some cute camo shorts in Anguilla with no problem at all, but in Barbados, I had to find something else to wear. So save yourself the drama and just leave the camo in your suitcase when you're headed to certain islands. Number 2, island hopping. It's not that easy. On the map, Caribbean islands look close, like, girl, can we just hop over to the next one after breakfast? No, it doesn't work that way, unfortunately. Inter-island travel is way more complicated than it should be right now. Flights are limited, ferry routes are inconsistent, some even route through the US just to get next door. Post-pandemic, inter-island service is still down about 30%, especially in the Eastern Caribbean. That said, there are some ferry routes that make sense. From St. Martin, you can ferry to Anguilla or St. Farts. I've done both, and it's a beautiful ride. In the French Caribbean, you can go from Martinique to Guadeloupe to St. Lucia and Dominica, also by ferry. So plan accordingly, build your itinerary around hub islands like Puerto Rico, Barbados, or St. Martin, and you'll find more flight options from those islands. All right, number 3. Internet speed can be a challenge, especially for digital nomads. So if you're trying to work remotely from the Caribbean, you need a connectivity strategy. Some islands like Barbados or the Bahamas have solid infrastructure, but others, the Wi-Fi can be slow, and power outages are very real. So bring a portable hotspot, get an eSIM, and always keep your devices charged up. Number 4, be aware of hurricane season and plan accordingly. Let's talk weather, and not the cute kind. The official Caribbean hurricane season runs from June through November, with August to October being peak. According to NOAA, over 80% of major storms in the region hit during that time. So do I still travel during hurricane season? Yes and no. I usually go up until early August. I personally love a warm Caribbean rain, so I love that rainy season. It's peaceful, soothing, and a little romantic. Some folks in the Caribbean call it together weather, and it's not hard to see why. But if you hate delays, cancellations, or weather drama, stick to December through May for your travel plans. All right, number 5, this one's important. I don't go anywhere without my girl, citronella. I'm convinced Caribbean mosquitoes know my name. And listen, mosquitoes love me. I don't go anywhere without a little bottle of citronella oil in my purse. Now that's real talk. You can ask anyone who knows me. So in the Caribbean, you're outside, you're on the beach, hiking, dancing under the stars. It's gorgeous, but it can get a little buggy, and mosquitoes are especially active during rainy season. And make sure you pack your sunscreen and make sure that it is reef safe because the Caribbean belongs to us and we gotta protect it. Also, don't forget your insect repellent and something to soothe those bites when they find their way to you anyway. Number 6, import taxes are a thing. Everyday stuff is expensive in the Caribbean. Why? Because almost everything is imported, and import taxes can range from 10% to 180%. That means your favorite skincare products, snacks, or tech might cost you double or just not be available at all. So pack what you know you need, especially electronics and personal care items that you cannot live without. Number 7, don't expect to hop on a subway or a bus. Listen, this may seem like common sense, but many islands in the Caribbean have zero public transportation options. In Anguilla, for example, there are no buses, just taxis. I rented a car and drove everywhere. They even gave me a local driver's license, and I still have it. Now, some larger islands like Guadeloupe do have efficient bus systems. It was super easy to navigate there, but on other islands, you're on your own, so budget for car rentals or taxis depending on where you're going. Number 8, it's not all English and not all Black people. That's right, this one surprises a lot of people. The Caribbean is extremely diverse. It's not just English-speaking islands with Black folks, though we're out there in big numbers. There are islands where the main languages are French, like in Guadeloupe and Martinique, Spanish, like in the Dominican Republic and Cuba and more. And then there's Dutch, as in Curacao and Bonaire. And of course, there's Creole, shout out to my Haitian people. So you'll find a mix of religions, food, music, and customs from Rastafari to Catholicism to Hinduism. So do your research and lean into the richness of each island when you visit because they're all very different. Number 9, entry rules vary from island to island. Don't assume your US passport is a universal get-in free card. Most islands allow 90 days visa-free, but some only allow 30 days. Other islands like Barbados, for example, US citizens can legally stay for up to 6 months. Some countries also require proof of departure or specific travel insurance, so check the official embassy site before you go. And number 10, we finally made it to number 10. Healthcare can be limited, so have a plan. I know this one's not fun, but it's important. Some islands have modern hospitals, such as Cayman Islands, for example. They're known for great care and great facilities, but others, you might be hours away from the help that you need. So always have travel insurance and make sure it includes medical evacuation. Know where the nearest clinic or hospital is and have a backup plan in case you need to get to Miami or another nearby hub. This is especially important if you have a chronic condition or if you're traveling with kids or elders. And since you made it this far in the video, here's a bonus and maybe one of the most important tips, at least for me. Support local or go home. Tourism is the heartbeat of the Caribbean. The region depends on it, but foreign-owned businesses often get most of those tourism dollars. According to the United Nations, up to 80% of tourist money leaks out of local economies in Caribbean countries. But we can do something about it. Eat at local restaurants, owned by locals, stay at Black-owned accommodations, and book tours with locals. When I was in Puerto Viejo in Costa Rica on the Caribbean coast, I made a point to eat mostly at locally owned restaurants. And those meals, the best I've had in the country. You'll get better, more authentic vibes and become a more conscious traveler. So what island are you dreaming of next? Tell me in the comments because I read them all. And if you want to know more about traveling to the Caribbean, watch this next video right here.